Thanks to all of you who responded to our invitation to send questions to us here at Gallup about polling and the analyses that we do. I'll respond to a couple here that deal with health care. First of all, June S. in Richmond, Virginia writes, why does the present Democrats' House of Representatives proposed health care bill include fines and/or penalties on any American that does not purchase health insurance? I think what she's saying is if people are so poor that they can't afford to purchase health insurance, how can a new bill fine these people when presumably they don't have any money to begin with? Well, that's an excellent question, excellent point. We do not have any current polling that deals with it. We may ask that in the future, but I would point out there has been some polling which shows that this whole idea of requiring all Americans to have health insurance is not the most popular aspect of a proposed health care bill. In fact, one poll showed that it breaks about even, as many people oppose that provision as support it. Here's another question from Noah, a student at Columbia University. Thank you, Noah, for this question. Quite interesting. He says, why is it that Gallup does not ask whether voters oppose the health care bill because it does not go far enough? That's a very interesting question, Noah. Here's one way we can answer it. We ask Americans what their biggest concern about the new health care bill is, and we can break out those who overall oppose the legislation and look at what they're worried about. And what we find is, of this group of people who oppose the new health care bill, just 4% say the reason they oppose it, or their biggest concern, is that it doesn't go far enough, won't promise enough access to enough people. And that would seem to be the biggest problem that liberals might have with the bill. That's a small percent. So in other words, I would say we're not seeing much evidence, Noah, in our data that a large percent of those who oppose the bill are opposing it because it doesn't go far enough, at least as far as we can tell in these open-ended responses. It's a good question, though, and in the future, when we ask Americans if they favor or oppose new health care legislation, we may in fact follow up and ask specifically of those who oppose, is that because you don't think it goes far enough, or that it goes too far? If you have questions or inquiries about our polls or how we analyze polls, send them to us here at Gallup.com, and we'll answer them in the future. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Gallup's Editor-in-Chief.